Hello, and welcome to In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style. I'm LaWanda Morris, CEO of Black Audacity Magazine and your host for the evening. Now, today we will be discussing and bringing you up to speed on news and hot topics that you may have missed yesterday. We will be discussing multiple stories, including the war that's going on right now in Israel. We'll also talk about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his political ambitions. We'll discuss studies that show teaching kids about healthy eating in school can do more harm than good. We'll explain. We'll talk to you about sports, in sports news, the death of a Pro Football Hall of Famer. We'll also get into some other news. So pour yourself a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into it. In political news, Republicans in the House of Representatives are looking to replace Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. Now, the current Republican pick for the job is Jim Jordan of Ohio, who, if you ask me, is a complete ass. But you didn't ask me, so I digress. Now, the Republican caucus voted on Wednesday, October the 11th, to nominate Jordan in a vote on the House floor where Republicans and Democrats alike would have to vote, and where Jordan must receive 217 votes to win the title, which means not losing no more than 4 Republican votes. Now, while I'm no fan of Jordan's, which you can tell, I do hope that a speaker is selected soon because nothing can get done on the floor of the House without a speaker leading it, which includes any additional aid to Israel and the still looming government shutdown that will take place in 6 weeks if a budget isn't passed soon. So we will be tuning in to see who is named Speaker of the House. It should also be noted that Jim Jordan still has an outstanding congressional subpoena that he, to this day, has failed to answer. And this is who the Republicans have chosen for their next leader. I thought leadership looked a little bit differently, but that's just, again, my opinion. Now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. now plans on making his run for the White House as an independent candidate instead of as a Democratic candidate for the President of the United States. Is anyone surprised? I know I'm not. He made the announcement on October 9th that he was switching to the independent party, that he's no longer going to be a part of the Democratic Party. Now, the only surprise to me in this announcement was that he was not announcing that he would be switching to the Republican Party. Now, in a statement he made earlier, he said, "I am here to declare myself an independent candidate for President of the United States of America, but that's not all. I am here to join you and make a new declaration of independence for our entire nation." That was his statement. Now, I'm actually a little bit afraid to find out what he really means by this, given the state of our fragile democracy. But stay tuned, stick a pin in it, and we'll keep you posted on how that goes. Now, in some sad sports news, Dick Butkus, Pro Football Hall of Famer, has died at the age of 80. He died peacefully in his sleep on on Thursday, October the 5th, at his home in Malibu, California. Now, Butkus was a linebacker for the Chicago Bears and was one of the greatest players to play the game. He retired at the age of 35 from professional football and took on acting, and was featured in shows such as Blue Thunder and films like Any Given Sunday. Buck has also served as an announcer for several years on the Bears radio station and was a panelist on the NFL Today pregame show on CBS. What an amazing career and life. I want to send my condolences and thoughts and prayers to the family, friends, and fans Now, in health news, PEPFAR is the U.S.'s emergency plan for AIDS relief around the world, and yet lawmakers recently missed the September deadline to extend the initiative. Now, it was started back in 2003 by former President George W. Bush. This program has been credited with being one of the most successful humanitarian initiatives of the past 2 decades, saving up to an estimated 25 million lives around the world from AIDS. Republicans in the House of Representatives want provisions added to prohibit non-governmental organizations that receive PEPFAR from funding that provides or promotes abortion services, although the program is now under the Biden administration, which is a pro-choice administration. U.S. News reported that advocates for PEPFAR contend that the program does not directly nor indirectly fund abortion services. Now, Matthew Miller, a U.S. State Department spokesperson, said that the short-term delay in reauthorizing PEPFAR won't impact direct HIV relief efforts, but he is concerned about what it signals to other countries around the world. The pause for the renewal could be seen as a negative against the United States' commitment to being a global partner in the fight against HIV and AIDS. I truly hope that this gets resolved soon, as this program is crucial and critical to people who live with this disease around the world, and they need this support and assistance now. Now, moving on, new studies have shown that teaching kids about healthy eating in school can do more harm than good. Let me explain. CNN has reported that nutrition lessons that are mostly driven by standards of the state educational system are having a negative impact on children. It says that kids are being taught to count calories, how to cut out certain food groups in their diet, and how to avoid weight gain. These lessons are unintentionally promoting similarities that are tied to eating disorders. Now, we don't know what kids would be affected by these teachings, but what we do know that age plays a huge factor. CNN also reports that younger kids' brains are still developing and they are concrete thinkers. This nutrition information could lead them to cut out numerous food items or to eat those foods and then feel shame about eating those foods. When teaching this information to teens, you want to approach it with caution, because some of them may be experiencing body dissatisfaction or distortion. Health educator Christopher Pepper told CNN that the best way to promote healthy nutrition is to not label foods as good or bad. It's important for parents to be proactive and create healthy eating habits as a family, and by having open communication with their children and their child's educator. So yes, we want our kids happy and healthy, so please listen to the professionals, parents. CNN Health has also reported that a new study suggested people taking popular weight loss medications such as Ozempic may be at higher risk for serious digestive problems that can be life-threatening. However, the demand for these drugs has increased tremendously and continues to go up, with it now being used worldwide. Again, such medications include the popular Wegovy and Ozempic, as well as others. Now, some of the side effects are stomach paralysis, pancreatitis, and bowel obstructions. There have been various studies done, all concluding that numerous people taking the drugs have had at least one or more of these side effects. The studies were only observational, so that means they only show associations. Now, the evidence hasn't yet provided concrete proof that the medications themselves have caused these health complications and side effects. There are other factors involved, but there will still need to be more in-depth studies done before there is any conclusive evidence attributing these popular medications to these very, very serious side effects. So everyone out there, please consult your doctors and the medical professionals before starting any new drugs, and take their guidance very seriously. Take any potential side effects that they tell you about extremely serious. We really are here to give you this information so that you can stay in control of your health. Now, in some breaking and really sad news, I'm sure everyone has heard about the tragic Israel and Hamas war that broke out on Saturday, October the 7th, when Hamas surprise attacked Israel by land, sea, and by air. There's footage of the horrific events, including them invading a techno festival in Israel and murdering festival goers. You can see them arriving on paragliders and in vans, mowing down and killing over 260 party and festival goers, and even kidnapping some. Their attack included missile attacks, homes being shot up and invaded, along with women and children being taken. It has also been reported by CBS News that thousands of Israelis are dead and 22 U.S. citizens have been confirmed killed, while 17 remain unaccounted for. Some have been taken and kidnapped. The New York Times reported that Hamas has an estimated 150 Israeli hostages that they said would be executed, and the killings would be broadcast if the Israelis target Gaza, which is where Hamas are hiding, without warning. Now, this feud has been going on for decades. The latest one in 2021, which lasted 11 days and killed at least 250 people in Gaza and 13 in Israel. As of right now, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, has spoken to President Biden and told him that a ground operation in Gaza Strip is necessary. Now, this is also so very devastating, and it saddens me to say, but I think there will be even more bloodshed on both sides before this conflict is brought to an end. I really, truly hope and pray that I'm wrong. But my thoughts and prayers go out to all of the innocents who are impacted on both sides of this war by such violence. We will keep you updated and posted on these developments. But again, my hearts and prayers go out to all of those being negatively impacted, to all of the innocent victims in this war. We hope and pray that God keeps them safe and keep them covered and keep them protected, keep the those who have been kidnapped covered and protected as well, until the forces can get in and get them out and hopefully bring them home back to their families safely. Now, apologies for ending on such a sad note, but that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed today's segment of In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style. Now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can see more Black Audacity YouTube content in your feed. I'll see you back here next Monday, same time, same place. I'm LaWanda Morris, and we are unapologetically and unambiguously Black Audacity. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.